Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about Markovnikov's rule. In the last video, we already discussed about the mechanism of electrophilic and nucleophilic addition reaction. So quickly let me know what will be the product for this reaction. If you see here, the reactant here is propene, which is having a alkyl substituent, that is methyl, on the double bonded carbon atom. So it's an alkyl substituent, so obviously this is electron donor. So propene here is actually your electron rich, and if your reactant is electron rich, so it will undergo electrophilic addition reaction. Here when you add HBr across the double bond, you get two possible products. If electrophile H plus gets attached to the middle carbon and bromide gets attached to the first carbon, the product form will be this first structure, that is 1-bromopropane. And if H plus gets attached to the first carbon and bromide gets attached to the second carbon, then the product will be your second structure, that is 2-bromopropane. Out of these two, which one is correct product? Actually, this reaction gives two isomeric product. Both of these are formed, but one of the product is predominant while the other is minor. The major product can be predicted by the Markovnikov's rule. According to Markovnikov's rule, if the unsaturated reactant as well as reagent are unsymmetrical, then the negative part of the reagent gets attached to the unsaturated carbon atom having less number of hydrogen atoms. Or in another words, we can say that the negative part of the reagent gets attached to the more substituted carbon atom. In this example, the bromide, which is the negative part of the reagent HBr, will get attached to carbon atom having less number of hydrogen atoms. So these are the two unsaturated carbon atoms, out of which if we see the middle one is having comparatively less number of hydrogen atoms. So Br must get attached to your middle carbon atom and it will lead to your major product, that is 2-bromopropane. The formation of major product can be explained as follows. The addition of electrophile to the double bond can result into two different carbocations. If electrophile gets attached to carbon 2, it will form primary carbocation. And if electrophile gets attached to carbon 1, it will give you secondary carbocation. As secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation, it is formed majorly. Then further addition of negative part of the reagent gives the Markovnikov's addition product, which is predominant. In this case, our predominant product formed will be 2-bromopropane. Let's see few examples based on Markovnikov's rule. So here you have your reactant and the reagent is HBr. So let's quickly see what will be your product. So the negative part must get attached to carbon carrying less number of hydrogen atoms. So if you see, this carbon is having CH3 and double bond. This carbon is having one hydrogen double bond and one CH3 group. So out of this two carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atom, obviously this one. So the product formed will be this one. So bromide will go to carbon which are having two methyl substituents, isn't it? In next example, you have CH2 double bond CHBr and the reagent here is HBr. Again, negative part of the reagent will be bromide ion. So what do you think so? Where it will go? Definitely to the carbon having less number of hydrogen atom, right? So the product will be this one. In next example, this is your reactant wherein you have one carbon having two hydrogens and one carbon having two methyl substituent. right? There is no substituent over here. This is having 2-methyl substituent and no hydrogen. So again the negative part of the reagent, that is chloride, must go to carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms, or I can say the carbon which is highly substituted. So this is your reactant and you have your reagent as HCl. Negative part of the reagent is chloride. So again, if you see here, this is your carbon and this is your carbon, unsaturated carbons. So here this carbon is having 2 hydrogen on it, and here if you see there is no hydrogen on it. It is having this double bond, and the next is it is attached to CH2, then CH2. Same this side also, this is actually CH2 and attached to CH2, right? So this carbon is actually involved in this ring. So there is no hydrogen on this. So definitely negative part must go to carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms. So the product will be this one. In next case, you have your reactant here, H2SO4. This will dissociate as H plus and HSO4 minus ion. So the negative part, that is HSO4 minus, must go to unsaturated carbon having less number of hydrogens. So again if you see here, this carbon is not having any hydrogen, whereas this carbon, it is involved in this double bond, and the next it is this bond which is nothing but the CH2, which is continued as CH2 CH2 CH2, and the fourth bond here is hydrogen. So this is having no hydrogen, this is having hydrogen. So that definitely it will go to carbon which is having less number of hydrogen atom. In next example, this is your reactant. Again, if you see, this carbon is having one hydrogen, and this carbon, again it is a part of the ring, right? So here if you see that two bonds are here and this next bond is here, CH2 CH2 CH2, and the next fourth bond is here, CH2 CH2. So this has fulfilled its valency, no further bonds, right? So there is no hydrogen on this. So again bromide, negative part of the reagent, that is bromide, will go to carbon having less number of hydrogen atoms. Thank you. Like and subscribe Soul of Chemistry ChemTube channel for my next video.